Hey guys, thought I'd come in today and show you how I made these notepad books that just holds a notepad and some tags on the other side. This is just a regular notepad, and I made a few of them here. They're really easy to put together, and the notepad actually comes out and you can insert another notepad in there because it's got a sleeve. So you can pull it out and put it back in to replace it. Okay, I'm going to show you how to make these today. So what you're going to need first is some chipboard, or you can use like a cereal box. So what I've got is 2 pieces of chipboard. They measure 5.5 by 8.5. You're going to need some DSP to cover these. So today I'm using 2 different lots of DSP. I'm going to use this one, which I've cut, and that comes out of this paper pack, which is by Ultimate Crafts, and it has some really pretty paper in there. So I'm going to use the blue wren, I believe it is, and I'm also using a coordinating paper, and that comes out of this one, which is a Sweet Paris by Dovecraft. Okay, so just move that. This is your lining piece for the inside. We don't need that just yet. We're going to work on the covers first. What you're going to do is choose how you want your paper to go. As you can see, this obviously went together this way. Let me just zoom out. Oop, out a little so you can see better. It went that way, and I cut it in half. So you need it to be 6 by 10. So you need 2 pieces to cover 2 pieces of chipboard. Okay, so you're just going to add some tape to the back of your chipboard. And I'm just going to use my piercing tool to get the backing off. Now, one piece you flip it over, and you're going to put your chipboard against one side. So you want it to be how you want your cover to open. That's the side that you're going to put that right against, that's flush with that. Okay, so mine's going that way. I'm going to turn it around this way. Take the backing off your paper. Backing off your paper, backing off your tape, I mean. Okay, and then stick that down. This side's really pretty as well. Stick that down right flush against that edge there. And now I'm going to grab a narrower tape and put tape around the edge of this paper. 3 sides. Like that. Then what I'm going to do is grab some scissors and I'm going to cut off my corner like that, not right up to the chipboard, otherwise you'll expose your chipboard. You can use your bone folder and just go around that. And then just fold up on those edges and push it down. Just like that. Okay. And there you have it. One chipboard piece covered. Now you do this exactly the same thing to your other piece with your other piece of chipboard. Okay. And I'll be back when I've done that. Okay. Okay, so I'm back now. I've got my 2 pieces done, and as you can see, there's 2 raw edges there. What you're going to do now, you're going to need some tape. Well, I've just got this masking tape here. If you've got a decorative tape or like something with a pattern on it or whatever, you could use that, but I don't have any of that, so I'm just going to use this stuff. This is a masking tape, and what I'm going to do is, if you've got a wider one, this is not quite, it's about a 2-inch wide, just under actually. If you've got something a little bit wider, it probably work better, but I've only got this. Anyway, you need about a 3-inch wide by 10 inches roughly, or the length of your, just over the length of your cover. Oh, couldn't think of the word. So you turn it over to the sticky side up. Oh. And what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of the tape and hold this tape down with it. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to put a bit of tape at the top here. I'm just going to line it up on my grid and put a bit of tape at the top and a bit of tape at the bottom to hold it, because it's sticky side up at the moment and it's annoying because it moves. And I just need to line it up so it's straight and stick it down. Now you're going to take your cover pieces, make sure they're the right way around. Ugh, I've got something on my tape now. And then I'm just going to line it up on my grid and give it about 1/2 inch or so on each side of the tape, and line it up so that it's straight, and then stick it down like that. Okay, so this is the sticky side. Alright, so now I'm going to take this, actually before I do that, I'm just going to take my ruler and an X-Acto knife, and because I'm working on a self-healing mat, I'm just going to cut off this excess tape like that, peel that up, and do the same here, but there's no excess on that side. So I'm not going to do anything with that. Just take off this other piece of tape if I had any nails to peel it up with. Okay, and now all you're going to do is fold your tape over and push it down, and this end over like that. Okay, so you still got this sticky bit in the middle. Now what you're going to do is take your lining piece, which is what is it, 8 1/4 by 11 1/4. Add some tape to the back of it, so moving this out the way for a second. Add some double-sided tape to the back. Oops, and I'm out of tape already. Oh, out of tape. 2 seconds and I'll grab some more. Okay, so more tape. All the way around. Okay, now you can add this piece to the inside of your cover. Take the lining off your tape. And stick that. Stick it down on there. That. And giving it a good push in the middle there, because that's where your tape was, the sticky bit. And there you have it. That's the inside. Okay, and that is your outside. Alright. And now what you're going to do is make the sleeve that your notepad will sit in, and that measures 8 by 4, and you're just going to score it roughly at 1 1/2 and 6 5/8. Okay, so I've got 2 score lines on there, 1 1/2 and 6 5/8. Then I'm just going to fold those flaps under and grab my notepad, open the back flap of your notepad and slide your insert in there so that the flaps are on the back like that, and add some tape to the flaps. Okay, now take your backing off your tape. Ooh. Flip it over and making sure your book is the right way up, or your covers are the right way up. You can stick your notepad in there like that. Give it a good press, and there it is. See now? Oh, you can't see. Now it's sitting in there. See? And then when you're done, you can just simply pull this out and insert another one. And I know these notepads are available here in Australia, and they're also available in America, and most cheap shops have them. So at this size is just a standard size, I believe. On this side we're going to put a pocket. Now I did do a triangular pocket in one of these. In this one I did a triangular pocket, and I've got some tags in there, but I've decided that it looks just as good with a non-triangular pocket, just one going across. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to put a pocket that matches the same paper because I had this left over, and so I'm going to use this again. What we're going to do is grab our scoreboard, score the paper at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. This one, that. And then we're going to add tape where those score lines are. I'm going to add some tape. That's okay because it needs to be cut off anyway. Okay, and now what you're going to do is cut off your corners so you can see where your lines are where you scored. You just cut across where your lines intersect and cut those corners off. You fold those flaps back. Oh, that's a bit crooked. Like that. And then we're just going to take the backing off the tape. Okay, now you're going to bring your book back in and simply attach your pocket. Oh, before you do that, oh, did you see that? I just pulled the tape off. Let's just use glue, shall we? Rightio. Before you stick your paper down, you're going to bottom punch half a circle into the centre there, like that. And now you can stick that down on this side. Right. Now with the tags, what you're going to do is you're gonna, when you cut your piece out, your sleeve, you're gonna have some cardstock left over. What I did was I cut it into 3 inches wide, and then just cut 3 different lengths out of it. It's just the scrap, pretty much. And then what I've done is I've just taken the Stampin' Up punch and just punching some decorative corners in all 3 pieces. You have this punch. It also has a little hole punch that I put for the ribbon to go through. I can't see that way. But I have it facing me like that, so it's got like the hole. Then grab some ribbon, and I'm going to fold the ribbon in half and pop it through the hole there, and loop it back through and pull. So that's one. Oh, and then I also rounded the corners of the bottom of the tag. See, like that. So you can do that if you want, or not if you don't. Okay. Alright, so that's your 3 tags, and those 3 tags will go in there like that. You can cut those bits shorter if you want, the ribbon. And then you're just going to embellish the front. I'm going to add a piece of lace on here, but actually what I might do first is add a border strip, and the border strip that I'm using is Kaiser Craft. I'm using a border off this sheet. It's off a On This Day sticker sheet, and I'm going to use this okay, so I'm going to use this green border strip because there's green in the leaves on the paper, and I'm just going to stick it just on there like that. And I think that's crooked. I'll stick it straight like that. And then I'm going to cut off the excess. And then I have a piece of lace here that I'm just going to add this way to the side here. And I'm going to hot glue that on. And I don't have my hot glue gun plugged in, so I'll do that later. And I also have a butterfly that I'm going to add on there as well. And that will be the end of that one. So guys, thanks so much for joining me today. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will talk to you all again soon. Thanks so much. Oh, let me just zoom in just so you can see, or not. I've got a big mess here. And there. Okay, great. Thanks so much. Bye.